Okay, let's go over solving proportions. After we do this little review, you're going to work on a worksheet called Books Never Written. So let's go ahead and review. When you solve proportions, you can cross multiply to solve for your unknown. So we're going to cross multiply. 8 times x is 8x, and 7 times 5 is 35. And the opposite of multiplication is what we're going to do now. So we're going to do division. So we divide both sides by 8, and we get our answer. This is an improper fraction in simplified form. So on the worksheet, what you'll do is you'll look for 35 divided by 8, and above 35 divided by 8, you would put a letter, because they will have letters here where I have my number. Okay, so let's move on to another problem. You can write this down as your example number 2. 7 divided by d plus 5 is equal to 10 divided by d plus 2. Well, we have two binomials here. When you have a binomial, it's a good idea to put parentheses around it so that you can distribute. So we're going to put parentheses around our binomials. And now when we cross multiply, we're going to distribute 7 times the expression d plus 2 is equal to 10 times the expression d plus 5. Okay, that looks a little complicated, but it's really not. It just looks bad. Now we can work it out. 7 times d is 7d plus 7 times 2, which is 14. 10 times d is 10d plus 10 times 5 is 50. So now we have these expressions equal to each other. We're going to move the variables to one side of the equation and the numbers to the other. I like to move my variables to the left side of my equation, but you do have choices here. So we're going to move 10d, and let's see what we end up with. We end up with negative 3d plus 14 is equal to, 10s have gone, so we bring down our 50. And now we can see we need to bring 14 over there with 50, or over here. So the opposite of plus 14 is minus 14. So we're going to do that. We're going to bring this minus 14 over. And we're going to bring down negative 3d. Negative 3d is equal to 10 minus 4 is 6, and 4 minus 1 is 3. So we have 3d is equal to 36, plus negative 3. So now we divide both sides of the equation by negative 3. Thank you. And we get d is equal to negative 12. So your final answer here is negative 12. That's number 2. We're going to do 2 more problems that are just a little bit different, just so you can see the different types of examples. So we're going to do 2 more. So we're going to have a 3 and a 4 on your paper before you begin your worksheet. And that's what you're going to use as your guide. For number 3, let's use a problem that has an expression such as k plus 5 divided by a whole by 7 is equal to 5 over 3. So here it just looks a little different because you have k plus 5 only one time. Do you have a binomial? But all you do is cross multiply. So what we're going to do is put our parentheses and then cross multiply. This might make it look a little neater if I just do it like that. So 3 times expression k plus 5 is equal to 7 times 5. So it's 3k plus 3 times 5, which is 15, equals 35. Now let's just keep it the same color. We're going to go ahead and subtract our 15. So we bring down 3k is equal to, and then 35 minus 15, 5 minus 5 is 0, 3 minus 1 is 2. Divide both sides of the equation by 3, so you can get rid of that 3. So now we're looking for 20/3. And that's k. And for your very last example, we'll just do a problem where you have a binomial on the bottom instead of your two binomials like in the numerator. So for number 4, I like these because they give you more practice with setting up also, with solving and setting up proportions. 2n plus 3 divided by 4, so we're setting the proportion up now. 5n minus 1 divided by 6. Now we're going to set up how we will cross multiply with this proportion, and then we get more practice solving. So we said it's a good idea to put parentheses when you have a binomial or larger, so you can see what's going on. You have 6 times the expression, 2n plus 3, is equal to 4 times the expression, 5n minus 1. Now we work it out. 6 times 2 is 12n, plus 6 times 3, which is 18. 4 times 5 is 20n, minus 4 times 1, which is 4. Because right here we had a minus sign, that's why we did that. Now we're going to move stuff from one side of the equation to the other. So we subtract, oops, I forgot my 0, so sorry. So now we're going to subtract 20n from both sides of our equation. Get it if you noticed that, very good. So negative 8n plus 18 is equal to, they go away, and we have negative 4. So we're going to undo our addition, subtract 18, we have negative 8n is equal to, and let's check it out, negative 22. Divide both sides by your negative 8, and we just get n is equal to 22/8. So you will look for 22 over 8 on your paper, and that's your answer for this problem. That's it.